Hey everyone, welcome back to Dorfromantik. We start today's episode with a lovely view of what seems to be a heavy beaver territory. We have at least two beaver dams here, so hopefully and hopefully they are having a nice life right there. It definitely looks pretty cozy. We have they have lots of trees to munch on. They even have some fields. I actually don't know if they care about fields at all. And we have some cozy houses living next to the river as well. And fields and houses next to them as well. So that seems like a very nice place to live. We start with 15 missions total today. And for our goals, our major goals, we have been talking about what that could be. And several people suggested to simply just close some of the groups. A comment, however, has also been made that, you know, it's... with the amount of flag quests we have at the moment, it's not really worthwhile to close these big groups, as we only have 4 over here in our village. We do have a 5th on the way with that one, making it slightly better. But over here with our fields, we have 3 as far as I could count before we started, with none on the way. So you could indeed make the argument that compared to our forest, where we had like, I don't even remember, 7, 8, 9, 10, I don't remember how many flags we had. We had a great deal. You could easily make the argument that yes, it is definitely not worth it yet to close off these groups. But if we were going purely tactical, we definitely wouldn't be closing them anyway. But these decisions are not purely tactical. It is also just to have some goals to go for, to give ourselves a sense of direction, something to work on, you know. Not necessarily the best tactical decision. Just like over here, where we're trying to create a big lake. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that decision, but there's nothing tactical about it either at all. And what I wanted to say as well was that we're in closing, or in choosing to try and close both the village or the big field we have. I mean, if we hover over one of the flags over here, you can see all the yellow that lights up. So we are still way it's still way in the future when we're going to be closing these groups here. I mean, the village is a bit closer, but still, it's quite a few tiles away. So it's really nothing to worry about yet. This is just something to keep in the back of our mind here, if that's something we want to work on. But yeah, that's so far down the line that even if we get to a point where we have like 2 or 3 open sides here with the village, we could still just decide that, no, okay, you know what, we're still gonna hang on to it for a while, see if we can't get a few more flags in there before we close it. Just maybe have it in mind and keep it sort of tight knit, or we might just go ahead and close it just for the fun. We'll see. But there's certainly a point to be made that it is not the best tactical decision to close either of these groups at the moment. Okay, with that out of the way though, let's get into some tile placement here. We are at 195,000 points. We could see 200,000 here in the next episode if we get some decent tiles here, which would be swell. Did get a mission down here as well. That is gonna be a flag quest. I mean, could also work on actually closing our river network. That's gonna be a huge assignment, I feel. You know, I actually feel like this, we'll look around, but I actually feel like this is quite nice right here. It's field against field, and house is gonna be the house we can turn towards the other houses here. And at the beginning, maybe of a city, we can hook up to this one, and then we might even have quite a decent village there. I do like that placement. Let's see, we have some fields up here as well. That's right, we finally started closing this one out as well. No, it doesn't look like we have anything up here. That is absolutely fine. We are, where was it? Right there. Go ahead and grab that one. Okay, now we get a little bit of everything. You have all the right components right there, but you are not... You are composed wrong. What about you? Yeah, sure. Could be there. 3 for 3. What about you, though? No. Okay, what about you? No. Could be there too, actually. I would like to close out this pocket. So this might be more interesting than this. It's been a long time since we built anything around here. But yeah. Be very nice to fill out this one up here. Okay, I think it's gonna be here so far. Unless we find something else. No, not quite there. Ooh, what about up here? We had something. Okay. Well, we have been looking for this one for a while as well, and I would very much like to place this one so we can once again start focusing on just having houses up here. So honestly, I think we are probably going to go ahead and take that one. Even though, as we were just talking about tactical decisions, I think honestly it would be better to place it at the original spot that we wanted. What about you? Well, that's 5 out of 6. That's usually our criteria, right? That is usually our criteria, but as we've talked about before, we're not desperate at the moment, so we might actually just hold out for the perfect 6. And honestly, I think we might. What about you? No, 2 little fields already. Yeah, you know what? I don't think there's any point in looking around. This might be a mistake here. Actually, let me know what you think. I don't know if I asked last time. Actually, let me know what you think about holding on for the perfect 6s at the moment, since we have plenty of tiles. Of course, we might not have plenty of tiles forever, but once we get low enough, of course, we're gonna change our strategy. That's usually how it goes, right? Strategies depend on how it's going. You could be there, leaving a bit of river there with some forest next to it, but that's probably honestly okay. Gives us a couple of perfect tiles. Excuse me. Could also be there. Could also be there, I suppose. What else we got? Could be down here as well. We're getting closer to this one as well. I think the fact that we had a spot that was 4 for 4 is probably gonna weigh more here than any other random spot we've found. Excuse me, I seem to have something in my throat here. Yeah, another thing we wanted. Actually just talked with someone about today was to maybe build a small island out here with a water station to sort of illustrate that's what people on the island would use to get back and forth. Maybe actually right here with the boats would be very nice as well. Yeah, where was it? It was down here. Yeah, I think it's just us utilizing the grasslands here. But, you know, I think we're going to go ahead and take that one anyway. That's completely fine. Ooh, this was almost good for right there, but not quite. Yeah, had you been the other way around, you would have been good, but you are not. Yeah, had you been the other way around, you would have been good there as well. And had you been the other way around, you would have been good there as well. Wow, we have a lot of places for an exact mirrored tile of this one. That's crazy. Okay, let's see. Could also utilize just the forest, of course, or just the fields. That is also an option, I suppose. That is also an option. I'm not finding anything else at the moment that's super interesting. What about you? Ah, there we go. That was maybe something. 3 for 3 that at least utilizes what's on the tile. We got anything else maybe? Where did my music go? Ah, there we go. Seems to be a break in the music sometimes. Yeah, fits there as well. 4 for 4. Doesn't give us a perfect though. I actually didn't check how much we started at when we started the game here, but I'm gonna guess that we are probably up at the moment since we did get that. No, we didn't actually. We skipped it, right? We didn't take it. I think we are still up though, since we got 2 from down here. But maybe we started at like 198 actually. Let's go ahead and grab that one. Fields, we know where you go. You go over here. The question is where. Maybe something like that. It's just fine. Getting close to completing one of these missions. Bit of railway. Need to remember we still have this one up here. We need to get out. A bit of railway, and that's right. We had a bit of chaos down here. You could go in there though. But I think a water station is better here. Excuse me. So it's probably better to wait for these two. So this might just be something that goes down towards the south here. We are sort of waiting for a mission to actually hook up. It's gonna be difficult actually to hook up a mission here. Depending on the tile we get, of course, because we don't have many places to hook up a mission on this line at all. I mean, it doesn't matter, we could always just hook it up over here. The mission is generated based on on our biggest line, not where we place it, so that actually doesn't matter. Let's place that one there. That is a shame. That is also a shame. Once again, we are stuck with a tile that if it had just been reversed, then we would have plenty of use for it. Okay, up here we go then. Wasn't there somewhere else down here that actually, yeah, we could place it here. If we find nowhere else, that is a fine spot for it. 4 out of 4. We do get a house next to the river. That's completely fine. Sure, we'll be okay. We have plenty of river openings, so it's not gonna hurt us that we need to wait a bit. Let's see what we can find here. Actually, once again, if you had been mirrored. And every time we do find something that matches up, it needs more on the tile. That's starting to worry me a bit. That the game is throwing these kind of tiles at us, but that's okay. We'll make it work. What about you? No, that's 3 tops. Wow, this is this is crazy. Well, maybe we will just plonk it there. We could put it here. That's not going to yield us anything, though. Neither is that. You're not going to work. Could be there as well. Again, not going to yield us anything, though. Order 4 there. Not going to yield us anything. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna look for anything that's 3 for 3 now. Because this is getting a bit silly. You know what? That's as good a spot as any. And let's see what we can do with you. We do have 3 for 3 fields right there, so let's go ahead and grab that. You are gonna go... Don't think it matters too much, but let's send you that way. We still have a couple of river missions. 2, actually, to be precise, I think. 21 there, 25 up there. Yep. Could do that. At least you match on 2 sides and just instead of just sending you off like that. Otherwise, I don't think there is... Yeah, I would like not to place anything here until we have this one. This is already difficult to find. So let's not do that. And let's not do this either. That would be horrible. This could be... But there's really no reason to place it there at the moment. So... Yeah, I think the spot here to the north could also be something like that, of course. But no, let's hook it up here, like that. Well, we have a couple of spots for something like you. Yeah, that could be there. Let's just go ahead and grab that one. Grab ourselves a couple of perfect tiles. Get some forest for our troubles, which we cannot complain about. We would like forests, and you are gonna go down right there. We have 3 missions that we are focusing on right now. River and forest, we definitely have had somewhere. Yeah, something like that is probably pretty decent, I would say. Yeah, do we have any other place that needs forest like that? I don't think so. We do actually, right there. Yeah, that is a decent spot. It's gonna be very difficult to find something for that one, though. I feel, anyway. We're gonna grab this one anyway. It's gonna yield us a perfect tile, and it really fits very nicely there, so... Yeah. That's completely fine. We will hopefully hook it up later. let's see. We had, I believe, we had some river, river next with a house next to it. Yeah, that was over here. So that's not going to be this one, obviously. We have this one as well. Could be actually. That's not horrible. We have this one as well, actually. That's a perfect tile too. 3 for 3. That's not bad at all, actually. Place it out here in the middle. Why not? Because we don't want to. That's why not. Yes, let's... where was it? Here. Let's do this. I like it. Okay. Couple of houses with a field. That could be there. Let's see what do we have over here though. Ooh, that's so close. Could be there as well. Oh, well, no. Oh, actually, before we continue, what about down here? No. No, unfortunately not. Okay, let's continue where we were interrupted. Okay, so it doesn't seem like so far anyway that we have like the mega good spot for it. Oh, that's a shame. The house wasn't on the other side. I'd have taken that, even though it doesn't actually give us anything at the moment. But I would have been totally okay with that, since it's a 5 for 5, but... unfortunately, not so much. What about you, though? Well, I did just say that I would grab it if it was a 5 for 5, so I think we're gonna go ahead and grab that one. Oh, a dead-end railway here. That could actually... no, of course not. Of course it couldn't be. It could be you, though, but... that's not... gonna be great. What about, can we do anything right here at all? We could actually do that. I mean, a completely blank straight rail tile is not a it's not an impossibility. So that is actually not horrible. This is probably a quest that will be cancelled on its own at some point. I don't think we're gonna be able to get the forest out. No, definitely not, because our plan is to get the river over here. So unless we want to build some ocean here and have the river go like blah, that way, that's just gonna be a mess. Let's plant that one there. And let's continue with the fields over here. Yes, I think I like that one right there. Only 3 away from completing that mission. That's very, very nice. Okay, score-wise, we did pick up the pace here a bit towards the end of the episode. But otherwise, that was actually quite slow for a while there. The game did give us some tiles that were difficult to work with. That is probably not a horrible idea. That is probably not a horrible idea. And I think we're gonna go ahead and grab that one. Yoinkers. Ooh, is this No, unfortunately not a spot for there. That's a shame. Is it a spot? No, definitely not for there either. Then we don't have any grasslands on this tile, so I don't actually think we have a spot for it up here then. No. Not if we want to match 3 for 3 anyway. See what else we got. Let's see what else we got. That is such a shame. That is such a shame. So is this, but no, actually this would never work anyway. Ooh. Well, hello there. I think we'll grab that one. We have ourselves a nice snake up here that I really dislike, but that's how it is. Had the field not been there, I probably would have grabbed that one. What about... no. Can't turn you around. Well, I mean... we're not... again, we're not desperate for river openings, so we could place it here and afford to wait until we get what we need here. We could. We definitely could. Or could place it there. Like that better. Are we not gonna get any ocean this episode for our big lake? It doesn't look like it. Let's go ahead and grab that one. Get some more river. Let's... you can place you there. I can get you out of there. Get a perfect tile as well. And we get a single house. I think, didn't we have like some placements down here? We have a placement like right here actually for that. That's 5 for 5. It's probably stupid not to take that, right? I don't want to place anything around these 3 tiles until these 3 tiles are down. Just to maximize our chances of getting these tiles with railway perfect. But this is not around these tiles. So we can definitely go ahead and plant that one right there. Oh, we get another single house tile coming up. Let's see. I'd like to keep this clean. Being said, though, a single house is not necessarily the end of the world. Could build you there, though. We are very close to this mission, but that does mean we get a house over here. But as I said, that's not necessarily the end of the world. But I still think I'm gonna pass on it. Still think I'm gonna pass on it. Could plonk you here as well. Do we have anything else, I wonder, for this tile? Just taking a real quick look here, it honestly doesn't look like it's... So, it's up here or down south, and I think I'm okay planting it there. Yep. Yep. You need forest on 3 sides, so this is obviously not gonna fly right here. We need all sorts of shares on our tiles up here, so you're not going to work there either. So either we look around for another placement for this one, or we accept that if we want it at our forest, or our new forest down here with 3 missions, then we accept a 2 for 2 here. Which is probably not the end of the world. I think we're at a net loss for tiles this episode, but I think that's honestly okay. No, you don't match up. We don't have too much forest around, actually, I feel. That just stands on its own. I think I'll prioritize the perfect tile and place this one here. This is right at the edge of the area we have here that we would like to keep clean, so I think this is quite alright. Let's go ahead and grab that one right there. And let's call this next tile here the last of the episodes. I feel like we have a bunch of options down here for a tile like this. Maybe I remember wrong. Maybe not. We did have this one right here. That spot has obviously already been taken. Oh, we have one right there. That might have been what my brain was remembering. Let's just see if we have a... Well, I'm gonna say not a better, but an alternative spot. Maybe something that yields 2 perfect tiles instead of 1. Does not look like it. And that is absolutely fine. I'm not sad about a 5 for 5. Get our perfect tile. And I think that is was a decent run, actually. We got halfway from the 5,000-ish anyway, towards 200k. Let's see if that's not gonna be next episode. That would be nice, wouldn't it? To hit that milestone. One that I never thought I would hit. But alas, here we are. For now, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and to see you for the next one. Until then, take care.